This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike one. Mike one. Let's go one more.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Mike one. Mike one.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Throwing again on second down. Smith escaping the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Well, he's already shown on this opening drive that he will run the football. We know that about him, Charles, so maybe when he gets outside the pocket, the defense a little wary about the run, and he's able to convert the pass.
And that wariness will often cause you to be a step or two slow. And sometimes you get so focused on will he or won't he run the football, you forget that there are receivers in your area, and they find themselves open, and there's another completed pass. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And Lance's throw caught by Gray. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Here's Lance to throw it. This one caught by Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Yellow, 22.
Trey Lance finding Deebo Samuel. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown. The Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. To throw is Smith. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drive.
Fourth. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Smith throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 6-0 our score after one. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down up past the 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Here's Lance. Able to find Gray here. Finding room at midfield. And out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Lance now on 1st down. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touch. Christian McCaffrey. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. from the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. Smith going to look to throw right away. Flush to his right. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Lance looking to throw it. Down San Francisco. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 68 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
It returns it right back to Samuel. Touchdown! Trey Lance finding Deebo Samuel. And the 49ers have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hawk ready.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Outside. Hello, 80.
57's the mic.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field, but that one hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle.
Receivers are coached so well, they have to break at least one tackle after the catch. He did that on that play.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Hubbard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
56 the mic. 56.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. Hubbard again. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Smith steps away to his left. This complete to Lockett. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Cougar 19. Buffalo 18.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Now Gino. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 51 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Again, it's Foreman. And taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. 67 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now Gino on 1st down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. These two teams all tied after 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Smith. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the move to his left. He's got a man, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Dissly taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw complete there to Moore. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Keep going, oh, keep going.
They'll run with Foreman. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
I've seen that play a couple of times already.
Foreman. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Deontay Foreman. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns, his second sack of the night. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Being chased out left. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. He's at the 30. 10, and he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
Taken at the 15, a short kick, and a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Tackles, tackles.
And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that.
Here's Darnold. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 2. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. A fairly short kick from the 14.
Okay, ready?
Target. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Let's pick it up. It's out of time. Got
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Let's get off the field.
On the ball.
The final shot here before break. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Gino's going to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
What's left? What's left? Here we go, again.
Darnold now to throw. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
To throw again on second down. Darnold looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To the air again, Darnold. He's got the hookup. It's Chenault on the crossing route. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
56, right there, 56. Exit.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing now is Geno. Forced out to his left. He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
QB draw. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Hey, get in the weight room.
Mustang 19. Let's go.
Back to throw, Smith.
Check, 47.
And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Cowboy 80.
It's been a long day for you.
From the red zone now, Smith.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
19.
Safety's creeping.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Now Smith. An out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
I'm coming after you. Showing that. Kill.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Kill.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
Might be it right there. I think that's the lucky one, y'all.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Foreman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Darnold. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll go with Foreman, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Deontay Foreman taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Amari Barno getting there to make the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
47,
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Smith. Gets this to Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Straight ahead, Walker. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now In this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the ball. Ready.
Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
47. Crunch time, defense. Check
19 tight. 19 tight.
Smith now to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Ready.
Once again, we see the Seahawks line up to go for 2.
60 Eagle.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he's not going to make it to the goal line. They've been perfect on the night in 2-point conversions, but not here, as this time they come up empty.
Let's get it.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
56, right there, 56.
One last throw now for Darnold. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone.